Happy New Year! Welcome to Francis Reads the Bible. This is the first post of the year. I almost didn't post because I felt, should I say, unworthy, and I wasn't sure, am I even good enough to talk about the Bible? Am I such a good Christian? I believe it's the devil trying to discourage me from sharing the Word of God with you all. So I'm moving to Judges chapter 1 today. I'm done with the book of Joshua and I hope you are too. So let's dig in. Judges chapter 1. After Joshua's death, Joshua died in at the end of Joshua, and also Eleazar, the son of Aaron, Moses' brother, also died. So after Joshua's death, the people of Israel asked the Lord, which of our tribes should be the first to go and attack the Canaanites? The Lord answered, the tribe of Judah will go first. I'm giving them control of the land. I think one thing to learn from here is they didn't just go to attack, they sought counsel from God. And I'm sure whoever they asked must have been the priests, because Eleazar's brother should still be alive, and Eleazar should also have sons. Remember, he's going to go through the lineage of Aaron, so they would have asked them to consult God on their behalf. So God told them that the tribe of Judah will go first. So the people of Judah said to the people of Simeon, go with us into the territory assigned to us, and we will fight the Canaanites together. Then we will go with you into the territory assigned to you. So the tribes of Simeon and Judah went into battle together. The Lord gave them victory over the Canaanites and the Perizzites, and they defeated 10,000 men at Bezek. They found Adonibezek there and fought him. I think Adonibezek should be the king of Bezek. So they found Adonibezek there and they fought him. So, like I said, the interesting thing is they didn't just go to attack, they sought counsel. They decided to know God's will instead of just everybody going together or someone say, oh, it's our turn to go. So Adonibezek ran away, but they chased him, caught him, and cut off his thumbs and big toes. Then Adonibezek said, 70 kings with their thumbs and big toes cut off have picked up scraps under my table. God has now done to me what I did to them. He was taken to Jerusalem where he died. So you see, like God paid him back, like the same experience he gave 70 kings, God did the same thing to him. The people of Judah attacked Jerusalem and captured it. Jerusalem would remember these places were places in the land of Canaan. The Israelites were just coming in. Jerusalem did not belong to the Israelites, it belonged to the Canaanites. And in previous videos, I have talked about who the Canaanites were and who they are in present time. So when they got to Jerusalem, they captured it, killed its people, set fire to the city. Then they went on to fight the Canaanites who lived in the hill country, the foothills, and the dry country to the south. They marched against the Canaanites living in the city of Hebron, which used to be called Kiriath Arba. There they defeated the clans of Sheshai, Ahiman, and Tamai. So they're defeating cities, places, killing, and renaming. This was God's instruction to them. God told them to wipe out all the Canaanites. Yeah, the Gibeonites escaped by being crafty. Remember, we talked about that in a chapter in Joshua. From there, the men of Judah marched against the city of Deber at the time called Kiryat Sefer. One of them called Caleb. Remember Caleb? He was around during the time of Moses. He and Joshua went with the remaining 10, which made up of 12, to go into the land of Canaan to see the city, as in the land, and the others came back with bad reports, but Caleb and Joshua came back with good reports. Joshua is dead, but Caleb is still alive. I'll give and all the people from their descendants, from their time, generation are all dead. So it's Caleb that is left. I'll give my daughter Aksha in marriage to the man who succeeds in capturing Kiryat Sefer. Othniel, the son of Caleb's younger brother Kenaz, captured the city, so Caleb gave his daughter Aksha or Aksha in marriage. On the wedding day, Othniel urged her to ask her father for a field. She got down from her donkey, and Caleb asked her what she wanted. She answered, I want some water holes. The land you have given me in the dry country is the in the dry country. So Caleb gave her the upper and Lower Springs. I think, when people say we are descendants of Jews, no, we're not. In my culture, siblings do not marry each other. It's called incest. It's interesting to note that in the Jewish culture, cousins can get married, but in my culture, you cannot. Even in times before colonization, you cannot. So the descendants of Moses' father-in-law, the Kenites, went on with the people of Judah from Jericho, the city of palm trees, into the barren. Well, they did all that, and Joshua, Moses' father-in-law, remember him from the book of, yes, Exodus. So he went on with people of Judah. Remember he came to join Moses with his people. So he's still there. As in not him, his descendants actually. So they got their own land, they were given somewhere to settle among the Amalekites. People of Judah went with the people of Simeon, and together they defeated the Canaanites who lived in the city of Zephath. They put a curse on people there, tried the place after cursing it and called it Hormah. Then the Lord helped the people of Judah, and they took possession of the hill country, but they did not capture Gaza. Yes, Gaza still exists till today, and there is big issue in Gaza. So yeah, like I said, I've mentioned people who are the Canaanites and who they are today. So Ashkelon, these people living along the coast had iron chariots, and so the people of Judah were not able to drive them out. As Moses had commanded, Hebron was given to Caleb, who drove out of the city the three clans descended from Anak. The Anaks were giants. So the three clans, they should be giants of really tall men. Remember the giants in Genesis chapter, was it not 6? When the sons of God came down and slept with women, and yeah, they had beings that were not human and were not spirits. So, but people of the tribe of Judah did not drive out the Jebusites living in Jerusalem, and the Jebusites have continued to live there with people of Benjamin ever since. As in, they didn't just do what Moses told them that God had told them to do, kill all the Canaanites. And this was why throughout the Bible, there was always issue in the land they took, because they still worshiping other idols among so many other things. And the tribes of Ephraim and Manasseh went to attack the city of Bethel at the time called Luz. The Lord helped them. They sent spies to the city, who saw a man living, and said to him, "Show us how to get into the city, and we won't hurt you." So the man showed them, and the people of Ephraim and Manasseh killed everyone in the city except this man and his family. You know. So it's interesting to know that aside from the people of Benjamin, the tribe of Benjamin, who did not drive out the Jebusites, killed people in the land they went to possess, but instead they lived in Jerusalem with the Jebusites, there were other tribes that did the same thing. Like, okay, so that man who they destroyed his city and left alive went to the land of the Hittites, built a city there and renamed it, as in named it again Luz. So people who were not driven out by the Israelites, the tribe of Manasseh did not drive out people living in the cities of Bethshan, Tanak, yeah, Dor, Ibleam, Megiddo, and the nearby towns. The Canaanites continued to live there. When the Israelites became stronger, they forced the Canaanites to work for them, but they still did not drive them all out. They made them slaves, servants. The tribe of Ephraim did not drive out the Canaanites living in the city of Gezer, and so the Canaanites continued to live with them. The tribe of Zebulun did not drive out people living in the cities of Kitron and Nahalal, and so the Canaanites continued to live there with them and were forced to work for them. So basically, instead of obeying God's instructions like killing all the Canaanites there, they decided to make the Canaanites in those cities their slaves and servants, just like they were slaves and servants in Egypt. And the disobedience to God's instructions beat them in the ass many times over. So the tribe of Asher did not drive out the people living in the cities of Akko, Sidon, Alab, Akzib, Helba, Afek, and Rehob. The people of Asher lived with the local Canaanites since they had not been driven out. Practically a lot of tribes did this. The tribe of Naphtali did not drive out the people living in the cities of Beth Shemesh and Bethanath. The people of Naphtali lived with the local Canaanites but forced them to work for them. The Amorites forced the people of the tribe of Dan into the hill country and did not let them come down to the plain. Amorites, see now, because they did not kill. And then you're looking at like, wow, God asked them to kill off the Canaanites because the gods the Canaanites worshipped were terrible. These people killed children, sacrificed their children to these gods on altars. They had sex orgies, so many evil things were done by the Canaanites, and God decided to wipe them out. But the people of Israel did not do that anymore. Now Moses is gone, Joshua is gone, you know. So the Amorites forced the people of Dan away, but the tribes of Ephraim and Manasseh kept them under their rule and forced them to work for them. They didn't force the people of Dan, tribe of Dan, but the Amorites. So the north of Selah, the Edomites border around through Akrabim Pass. Later on, as we progress, we will going to see how this decision not to obey God's instruction came to bite people of Israel many times in the ass. And like many times, a lot of things went wrong. They went into captivity, so many things because they did not. Because these people were sorcerers, they practiced witchcraft, magic, so many things, which God did not want to taint the people of Israel. Even though the people of Israel were coming from Egypt, but this generation of Israelites were not coming from Egypt. They didn't know all these things. But then dwelling with the people of Canaan tainted them, and all that. They didn't consult God anymore about cleansing the land, which God asked them to do. And as always, these are my thoughts. These are my thoughts mixed with, yes, we read the whole chapter. As always, I'm not a pastor, teacher, evangelist, minister, or any of the positions in the church today. I am just a Christian reading her Bible. Well, all I've seen are fallen short of the glory of God, anyways. I'm just a Christian reading her Bible, and I hope it encourages you to read yours and makes a difference to you. Till next time, this is Frances Reads Her Bible. God bless you.